I saw a post on Facebook today from a young mom who carries ministry credentials. She's got a nursing baby and a toddler, a husband who's getting to do the stuff that she had prepared for in ministry, and she's just really feeling, why do I have credentials? Why do I bother with this? And it took me back to a time when I can really remember feeling the exact same thing. About 20 years ago or so, I'd had 3 babies in 5 years, watching my husband get to do all the stuff that we had both trained for at Central Bible College, and I was spending my time reading Dr. Seuss and manning the nursery rather than filling the pulpit. And I mentioned this to a much older woman that I just happened to run into in a conference, and I'm pouring myself out to her, and she listened so patiently to me. And then she said, Ruthie, do you put a Christmas wreath on your door in July? And I said, no, that would look really stupid. And she replied, it's so important to recognize what is best for each season in our lives. Christmas wreaths in July just don't work because they're out of their season. They make everything just a little bit uncomfortable. When they're in season, they're beautiful. But when we hang them up out of season, it just feels a little bit off. The wreath knows it, and everybody else around knows it. Christmas wreaths have to wait their turn. And when it is their turn, they're going to make everything beautiful. But there are certain times in the life of a Christmas wreath where it gets put away into a box in a dark closet where it's not doing and shining for what it was meant for. That was about 20 years ago, and I am so glad that I listened to that lady. I spent 19 years as a stay-at-home mom, and then God finally did open some doors for me, and now I'm a lead pastor, but I also have 3 grown, well-adjusted kids by birth and about 30 foster kids that have come through my house. I don't regret for 1 minute the time I spent investing in that ministry. Now, God opened some doors for me during that time. I was able to do some speaking, but I wasn't in full-time ministry, and it wasn't my main focus. It really was on the ministry to my husband and to my kids. I don't regret it for 1 minute. Was it hard some days? Yes. Did I think about chucking my credentials a few times? Absolutely. But I kept hanging on to that lady's words and kept reminding myself, one day, God's going to open the dark closet. He's going to pull that Christmas wreath off the shelf, blow some of the dust off of it, hang it up, and it's going to be beautiful. Just want to remind you, if you're in that place today where you're wondering, why do I carry credentials? What about this ministry call that I have? Meanwhile, you're diapering kids and running here and there and manning the nursery. I want you to know, one day Christmas is going to come and God will open the closet for you, and it will be beautiful because it's the right time and the right season. Don't get out of season and rush things. It does make other people uncomfortable, and it makes you feel like you're being forced into something that it's not right at this moment. Trust God. Let Him handle the seasons. Let Him handle the time. And one day you'll be saying, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and it's going to be beautiful.